Look, they are already starting to bring the seeds back to the nest. That's so cool. Look at this tiny worker. It's doing its best to move this large round seed. And they're really such strong animals. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a Bromance channel. Today, I wanna make a quick update on two of my favorite ant colonies, my Crematogaster scutellaris and my Messer barbarus colonies. But before we start with the updates, I just wanna take a quick moment to thank you all for the continuous support you keep showing to me and the channel. It's amazing to see how this community has grown and to connect with so many fellow ant enthusiasts from around the world. Your comments, likes and shares really motivate me to keep creating content and sharing my passion for ant keeping to every single one of you. So, thank you for being such an awesome community. If you're new here and love all things ants related, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Okay, and with that, let's start with the first colony. Here they are, my Crematogaster scutellaris colony. This species is super cute. They currently have about a dozen workers, and they are doing really well. The workers are busy as always, foraging around the outworld and taking care of the most important member of the colony, the queen. It's truly amazing to see how organized and coordinated ants can be, especially with such a small colony. As you can see, they also have a small pile of brood. The brood is growing steadily, and if you look closely, you can even spot some tiny pupae. It won't be long before we see a new batch of workers emerging. I can't wait. I'm really excited to see how the colony will expand in the coming weeks and months. One peculiar thing I've noticed in the last couple of weeks is that they're starting to get a little more adventurous than before. The workers have been exploring the outworld more frequently and with more confidence, carrying small pieces of food in and out of the nest. Watching them work together to bring the largest amount of food possible to the nest is always a fascinating spectacle. As you can see, they are currently housed inside a very simple test tube setup, placed inside a small ice cream container. The other test tube is their main source of fresh, clean water, an extremely important component in every ant nest. However, if you look closely, you can clearly notice that the water in the test tube is almost completely gone. That's definitely a problem. So, let's fill the test tube with some new fresh water. As you can see, I've already removed the cotton ball from the test tube. The magic of editing. Now, all that's left to do is fill the test tube with new water. To do so, you can simply use a normal pipette, a funnel, or a syringe, like the one I'm using. Perfect! Now it's time to close the test tube with a small cotton ball. With this clever solution, the colony will be able to drink from the test tube without being flooded with water. Awesome! A perfect test tube. Let's place it in the setup. They definitely won't be thirsty for a while. Now, let's move to the cleaning. As you can see, the nest is already very clean, with some small debris disseminated here and there. First, let's remove the feeding dish with all the remaining food. Next, the few pieces in the outworld. Fantastic! All clean. As you can see, I also added some mealworms, their favorite food. Okay, to the next one. My Messer barbarus colony. This is one of my two Messer barbarus colonies. As you can see, they are currently living inside a simple tubs and tubes setup, just like the Crematogaster. And just like the other colony, they're also doing extremely well. The queen has laid a lot of eggs in the last couple of months, and now we have all the stages of the ant life cycle. Some eggs, some larvae, and even some pupae. As you can see, this setup also has two test tubes. This time, one is for the colony and the other one is for storing the seeds. As you probably already know, all the species from the genus Messors have a strict seeds-based diet, which means that their main nutrients come almost fully from normal plant seeds. Cool, isn't it? They like to store their pile of seeds inside special chambers located in dry areas of the nest, as an excessive amount of humidity would make the seeds germinate, creating a serious problem for the nest. Well, pretty clever solution. Okay, now to the cleaning. First of all, we need to remove all the strange fluffy filaments disseminated all over the artwork. They are probably pieces of cotton that have been removed by the ants for some strange reason. They definitely had a lot of fun creating this mess. Now let's jump to the thrush section of the artwork. Here, we have leftovers of all the seeds they've eaten over the last couple of weeks. Stop. I think I have to change the test tube as well. The water level is way too low. And with the magic of editing, we have the test tube all clean and full of new fresh water. Let's place it next to the main one, just like that. As you can see, I had to remove all the seeds from the test tube and fill it with water instead. This is because once the water in the main test tube completely dries up, the colony will migrate to the new one, leaving the old one for storing the seeds. Now, let's give this colony some new tasty seeds. These amazing seeds are from a company called Ants HQ, very famous in the ant-keeping community for the state-of-the-art ant store. This particular one is a mix of different kinds of seeds, the perfect choice for this species of ant. Wow, look at that! That's a ton of seeds. It's probably enough for a whole life of keeping Messor colonies. Okay, now let's place some of these tasty seeds inside the artwork using this really cute tiny shovel. Just like that. Perfect. Look, they are already starting to bring the seeds back to the nest. That's so cool. Look at this tiny worker. It's doing its best to move this large round seed. Ants are really such strong animals. Okay, that's enough cleaning for today. If you like these kinds of videos, I would strongly suggest you check out this other one. In this one, I update you on one of my other ant colonies, my Phaedori pallidula colony. Thank you for watching, and see you soon in another video.